Tidbits from TNT, Wednesday morning, May 14, 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. TNT. Tishwash. Al-Sudani steps up preparations for the important event in Baghdad. Al-Sudani steps up preparations for the important event in Baghdad. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani chaired a meeting to follow up on the final arrangements for the Arab Summit and the Economic and Development Summit, scheduled to be held in the capital, Baghdad, next Saturday. According to a statement issued by his office during the meeting, al-Sudani was briefed on the security, administrative, and logistical plans for securing the summit, in addition to reviewing the organizational and technical aspects to ensure a good reception and optimal organization of the conference activities. The Prime Minister directed all state institutions and departments to enhance work and coordination efforts, each according to their jurisdiction, to ensure the success of the summit, stressing that this event represents an important milestone that reflects Iraq's status and its pivotal and active role in the Arab and regional arenas. In this context, the Minister of Interior and Chairman of the Supreme Security Committee for the Arab Summit, Abdul Amir al-Shamari, earlier chaired an expanded meeting that included the ministry's under-secretaries and a number of commanders and officers, to review the final touches of the security plans and procedures for the upcoming Arab Summit in the capital, Baghdad. During the meeting, according to a statement issued by the Ministry of Interior, a comprehensive discussion was held on coordination between various security formations to ensure the highest levels of protection and organization, reflecting a positive image of Iraq. The Minister of Interior emphasized the importance of high commitment and discipline in implementing tasks and plans, emphasizing that the success of the summit represents a shared national responsibility that requires the highest levels of preparedness and professionalism. He directed the continuation of security practices, the scrutiny of all requirements, and the unification of efforts on a single path. Tishwash. The Minister of Finance affirms Iraq's keenness to strengthen its relations with the World Bank. Finance Minister Taif Sami affirmed on Tuesday Iraq's keenness to strengthen relations with the World Bank and benefit from its expertise. The ministry said in a statement, seen by Al-Iqtisad News, that Finance Minister Taif Sami received today the World Bank representative to Iraq, Emmanuel Salinas Munoz, indicating that during the meeting, areas of joint cooperation between the two sides were discussed, especially with regard to supporting economic programs and financing development projects. He continued, the two parties discussed prospects for strengthening the partnership in vital sectors, including energy, education and health, and the importance of continuing coordination to implement financial and administrative reforms, in line with the priorities of the Iraqi government and its plans for sustainable development. The Minister of Finance stressed Iraq's keenness to strengthen its relations with the World Bank and benefit from its technical and financial expertise. The World Bank representative reiterated the institution's commitment to supporting the Iraqi government's efforts in implementing reform programs and achieving economic stability. Tishwash. The Arab Summit in Baghdad and Joint Arab Economic Cooperation. Samir al-Nusairi. The 34th Arab Summit will be held in Baghdad soon, amidst the economic, political and security challenges and crises sweeping the world, the Arab region and the geographical region, at a time when most countries are suffering from the current trade war between America and China, which has disrupted international trade and complicated ways to facilitate the economic and financial process, in addition to the effects of wars, conflicts and disputes in the region and the world on the current economic situation and expectations of slowing economic growth and inflationary stagnation and the suffering of countries that depend primarily on oil as the main resource for the country, as well as the accumulated suffering of poor countries from the food and energy crises. All of the above factors make Iraq, which is witnessing security and economic stability, enjoys balanced foreign relations with countries of the world and strong and open relations with Arab countries. This is supported by the success of the current government in achieving fundamental stages of comprehensive economic, financial, and banking reform, which will be reflected in building a solid national economy and a solid financial and banking sector, as economic indicators indicate in 2024 and the first quarter of 2025. Foreign exchange reserves and gold reserves exceed $100 billion, with a sufficiency rate of 140% to cover the local currency and cash circulation and to cover imports, the recovery of the Iraqi dinar, and the relative stability of the exchange rate against the US dollar. The annual inflation rate reached 2.8% and the core inflation rate 2.5%, which means maintaining the general level of prices despite the food crisis and the repercussions of the current global trade war. What strengthens the Iraqi economy are the giant economic and investment projects and joint projects with Arab and friendly countries, such as the development road project, gas investment, regulating foreign trade financing, building solid financial and banking relations with the world's correspondent banks, complying with international standards, and combating money laundering and terrorist financing. Therefore, holding the Arab Summit in Baghdad is an important step towards Iraq's return to its Arab fold and its openness to building balanced political, economic, and security relations with sister nations. This will enable Iraq to launch an initiative for a joint Arab strategic cooperation project, similar to the one currently implemented by global economic blocs. This initiative aims to formulate a strategy for Arab economic integration, unify joint policies and programs to support and enhance Arab development work and confront potential risks. The experience of previous successful coordination relations with Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia and the rest of the Gulf states has established important pillars for Arab economic cooperation, which supports Iraq's position in calling for the establishment of an Arab economic bloc that serves the supreme interests of the Arab peoples in all fields, especially cooperation, communication and strengthening financial and banking relations among them, particularly in foreign banking transactions. Motivating and encouraging investment companies to invest in Iraq will lead to strengthening the financing and investment sectors, especially economic infrastructure projects. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.